Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live, but I need to. Yep. Okay. Wow, so many requests. I'm getting requests, guys, on take. I'm on the web, but I don't know. You probably can send me requests from the phone, I guess. You can send requests from take. It should be in description. Everything should be in description. So yeah, I'm getting too many requests already. So I'm gonna start playing some game. We have somebody with. I get 3+2, 3+0, casual rated. Okay, let me just accept. Accept Pierre. Nice name, Pierre. Good name for the first game. Okay, e4. 3+2. Okay, good time control. This is dubious what he's doing, Pierre. This is dubious. This dubious stuff. Oh, but this is actually d5 is a clever. I think there is a course on this. I think Lawrence Trent maybe made a course on this. Yeah, I think we should. Oh no, but not pawn takes. Maybe there was improvisation by my opponent. I think queen takes is a theory, sort of. But that's a dubious line. Black is a bit behind in development. Yeah, the bishop on b7 is staring at the, how ambitious am I gonna be about this position? Yeah, I'm slightly better no matter what, but okay, I'll do something. I don't know though. Might want to get the knight to e4. My opponent. It's kind of more embarrassing if you think and then play stupid than if you just play stupid. So just play stupid. But I already thought, so embarrassment has already happened. Okay, one I like, bishop g5, knight bd2. Dumb. Yeah, I'm live, guys. I have a YouTube chat in front of me here. YouTube chat. So I can read it. I'm getting so little messages there that I'm wondering if it even works. I also don't know how I ended up doing this actually in the first place. But here I am. Okay, c3 is lazy. It does work. Yeah, it does indeed. I don't know, 95 or... I have a feeling I have undersold something here massively. It's working, my guy. Happy for your guy. Yeah, soon will be a question like, am I going to collect something or... Also, how good is Pierre? Let's try to snatch some material from Pierre. How good are you, Pierre? By default, Pierre probably weaker than an Alexander by default. But you don't want to be too judgmental there. Just because somebody's a Pierre. That isn't yet a sentence. I think I'm not gaining any material. I'm trying very hard. I'm trying very hard to gain some material on this whole spinning by winning thing, but it's not working. How much did they bribe you? You know, you won't believe it. I'm doing it for free. Feels much better actually. Feels much better to do it for free. You know? Your thoughts on Magnus? Magnus? Had a tough start in Norwich, yes, Magnus, but he's been there, done that. That's a finally blunder. That's what I was kind of hoping for, that would be a trick, tactical trick. Tactical trick. Now, one trick Black should have in this position, he should wait a bit and then make a pre-move that after 97, like rook c7. And then my pre-move 97 would have been replied with rook e7. This is kind of a trick they use in Hyperbullet, but it doesn't work in regular Blitz. I saw Nihal Sarin do this in Hyperbullet. This kind of tricks. Could have asked for a check, but I'm fine, you know, guys. I'm fine. I just do this. Oh, here's that. Very nice. There's probably a game review with the AI coach. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Let's look at one just for the. I don't know if I'm supposed to look at just for the memes. Let's look at one for the memes. Let's react to AI commentary. Does it already work? Yeah. Stakes a claim, blah, blah, blah. Let's see something difficult. Pierre chooses to capture with the pawn, reestablishing fair presence in the center and opening path for the bishop on f8. The path was already open. Capturing with the queen instead would have forced to spend time developing while dealing with the active central queen. Anish Giri usually responds with castling to prepare for development on the king side. Well, guess what? I do. Prioritize safety, yes. The king to safety while shielding the center. The bishop finds useful. It helps control the e-file. Where it helps contest the e-file. I'm not sure it helps contest the e-file, but okay, you can argue that. I mean, accordance for Pierre. Ah, queen e2. Yeah, I should have gone queen e2. Makes sense. Yeah. Secures the king, completes development. Remains very balanced. Okay. Okay, let's skip over a bit to the exciting moment here. Yeah. Plans the bishop on c6 to harass the b7 bishop and probe the dark squares. Probe the dark squares? Okay, I don't know. Maybe by knight takes e6, targeting e7, whatever. Sharp alternative was take on f6 first, which pulls the Pierre defense apart. But bishop f6 was ab, right? I tried. I couldn't make it work. Ah, bishop takes g7, maybe queen g4 check? Is that what I missed? Okay, whatever. Yeah, he can defend with queen c7. Yeah, no, this move unfortunately walks away from the tension, allowing him to snap the bishop on b7, starting sequence that leaves Pierre down a full piece. It's actually hanging, and queen c7 would have secured the position by challenging the piece immediately. It's always worth double checking if your opponent's most. Yeah, it doesn't quite explain me that I have takes on knight c6, but okay. This powerhouse move. I'll take in the queen. It forces a deflection as the queen can no longer comfortably guard the bishop on e7. Fair enough, fair enough. Connects the queen to the defense of the e7 bishop? No, it does not. It doesn't connect. That's the problem, right? Yeah, notice part of the check by here tonight, but this allows to try the rook for a bishop and a pawn. There is no pawn, by the way, just for a bishop. Yeah, no, it's as it used to be. It is making occasionally questionable statements, but it is kind of here and there sensible. Yeah, interesting. Lots of developments to come surely on AI coach front, but we're not gonna do that much more. Just gonna play now. Chess Quack. Game review. What's your favorite restaurant in the Netherlands? Good one. Honestly, in the Netherlands, I barely. No, I actually do. No, I go to restaurants, but I don't go to fancy ones. There is a good Indian. Yeah, but I'm not gonna advertise my place. I'm not gonna advertise my places because then you guys will ruin it. You'll end up going there. I'll have no tables available. I'm not gonna ruin my places. But there is a place I know not so far away from home, which is Indian, which is good. I know a bunch of sushi options, which is okay. There is a fancy Japanese restaurant near my home that I have never been to still, because it always opens only in the evening, and it is so fancy I feel scared. But one day I should go there when some fancy friend of mine pulls up. Yeah, you know, the system exists, queen d4 and queen d3. It's actually a very reasonable system. That's how they play, always like this. And it's very reasonable for white. Very, very reasonable. I've had this system a lot. Also online and even over the board. I played games with it. Against Movsesian. I won nicely with black. But it's a reasonable system. White is very solid. Knight d5 c3 is a nice setup because then it sort of neutralizes this bishop. E6 is gonna go knight b4, or he or they or she. Should say they, I think, these days, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, knight b4 is inevitable. Maybe I can go f5. I'm gonna go for the biscuit with f5. I'm not sure it works, but thank you, thank you. Oh, nice cold drink. The guy 5D guys, 5D chess. The guys here are very smart. So he had a fridge and he had a drink. And before they couldn't connect these two together. Now they realize there is a synergy. You can put a drink in the fridge and give it to me, refrigerate it. They're thinking here. This take office. The smart people. They're hiring smart people. They're ones who connect the dots. They're like, we have Magnus, we have chess. Let's drop Magnus. Just keep the chess. Very smart. Very smart. Visionaries. That's why I like them. I'm like, I'm gonna come here, just chill a bit. Discover the food. I had discovered great food here, guys, in Oslo. I went to a great Indian place. I went to a great ramen place. Yeah, these are the places they were really good. This is just water, by the way. But by the way, f5 was strong. Yeah, did you notice? f5 was strong. Yeah, I think it just won me a piece. Okay, let's read. I'm playing you simultaneously on 6th of June. Oh, that's nice for you, Lars. Hey, Lars. It's gonna be gezellig, hè? On 6th of June. Nice in the club, right? In Amsterdam. Leuk. Leuk, Lars. Gonna be nice. Prepare well. Maybe, prepare a bit on my chess monitor app. Hi, Lars. Let's see. This doing, by the way, very nice. They're helping me promote my chess monitor app on in the Netherlands. Yeah, this is, by the way, a small problem. I have to be careful. It's a big problem. Okay, now I have to. Oh boy. Did I ruin everything? No, I think I feel there is still a way to save it, but oh, I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. I even saw it. I just stopped paying attention. Okay, wait. Let me lock in. Queen e8, king h8 is my backup. Yeah, I think I gotta do the backup. Yeah, they helped me promote my app in the Netherlands. Many people help me. It's very, very, very cool. Some website just advertised it unrequested, and yeah, it's nice. Dutch people, they're oh boy, I blundered. If take bishop e5, there is rook f8. Dutch people, they like preparing also. Rook f6 may be smart. Rook f6 smart, by the way, very smart. That's why, I'm the, OG, let's say. I'll just get it over with, yeah? Let's get it over with. There is increment, by the way, so we should be a little careful. Yeah, so I'm the OG. I should be winning this position. Yeah, so Dutch people, they like preparing, which is nice. So Lars probably likes to prepare. Lars will probably prepare for me. There are many ways I can go about this whole situation here. Let's just bring the king in. It's useless. Useless, my man. I must say I like playing on the... I mean, not that I need to, but I like playing on this. I tried playing on this platform for fun, just to test it, on. I played it a few days ago, maybe from Bucharest for the tournament. I think I played bullet game, and I wasn't really. I didn't feel used to it somehow. But blitz. No, wait. No, if Adam is not there, I'll play someone else. But yeah, so I was playing bullet, and I was rusty a bit, and I won the game, but I was not really used to it. But when I now played a bit blitz here with a nice mouse and so on, I feels good. I think bullet is also fine on this platform, but you have to get used. I think it's a little, even though it is lichess. Also the pieces, for example, I don't know if I probably can change them. Probably can change pieces. I'm sure you can change pieces, but I was not really used to this whole situation. I don't know. Bishop g4 takes f3 feels good, but it's simplifying a bit too much, maybe, no? Yeah. So no, I like the. I'm sure you can change. Probably they can change the pieces and everything. Okay, I really want to get rid of the bishop, but it's already too late. Stupid bishop now. I don't know what I've done. I should just go bishop g4 and take, but yeah, I like playing. It's fine on this. So it's a little different than lichess in a sense that it's still different. I guess the layer that is the user interface layer is maybe different. I don't know how it works. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just the pieces are painted different. I don't know how it works. I guess the user. I think I was told. I don't know how this collaboration with lichess works. I think the backend is the same, but I think the user interface is different. But I don't know. Queen c7. Yeah, now finally I'm getting to the knight. But I like the pieces. For a slower game, it's very nice. With bullet, I'm very strict about my, But I'm terrible at bullet. I played the other day bullet again. I used to be good at bullet. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll try to get back in bullet shape or if I just should abandon that part of my chess. Maybe I should just let it be. Maybe just cite old age and abandon bullet. I don't know. Who needs bullet, You can just live your life without bullet. It's not the same life, but I have family, I have a house, I have hobbies, I have a passion. I play chess. Maybe I don't need bullets in my life anymore. Maybe it's time to move on. It is a pity, of course. Do you think modern chess is becoming too dependent on engines and less creative? No, it's fine. Chess is fine. Chess is fine, chat. Chess depends on how two people play. If you and your opponent play less creative, it will be less creative. I don't think engines can take much credit for the choices you and your opponent make in your games. I think memory is chess players that I know, they all have a very limited memory, and due to memory limitations, the role of engines shouldn't be exaggerated. If I had unlimited memory and I would want to stuff it with a lot of computer variations, it could make a small difference, but given the memory limitations, nobody's even trying. Okay, so good game. Yeah, only the front end UI is different. Yeah.
I just need to say that the guys who challenge you first are at the bottom.
Okay,
so
okay.
You can start there, that'd be great.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay. I was waiting till they interfere at some point. They're like, Anish, what you are saying here is not very good. We don't like you saying this in take. Please be nicer. But yeah, they just said challenge. But some of these people have already left. I heard recently an interview of someone, and he said maybe it was Kasparjanov, and he was asked about memory, and he said that I think if if there is a chess player who has no memory at all, he could still be a very good chess player. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think you don't need memory in chess. I think you just go blank. Like if you just know general principles and they're very strong, and you just play from move one without having any memory, yeah, 2700 easily. You can reach 2700 easily, I believe. So I think the whole memory story is blown out of proportion. If engine disappeared tomorrow, which top player would suffer the most? Engines. The ones that haven't worked on their openings as much yet, like I wouldn't suffer because I already know what engine says in almost openings that I play. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I know what it said. It said that everything was equal. So. But those who didn't work on chess yet and are starting tomorrow, they don't have those tools anymore available. They'll have a problem. That would be actually very good for me if the engines disappeared tomorrow. But I'm fine like this also. 92, 95, GC 93, GG. Oh, not happening? Pity. Pity. Queen G4, 93, yeah? Knight F1 is strong though here. Missed Knight F1. Not missed, I just was... Oh yeah, this happened in the other move order. Nice. Cute. What's your thoughts about the site? Yeah, I think very interesting. I think very, very interesting. Both the social thing where you're trying to make like a chess Instagram, and also or chess Strava, whatever. I don't even use Strava. I just heard that it's like Strava, and then I looked up what Strava is, and it looks similar. Yeah, but as well as the working on the tools like AI Coach, I think, and they have a very good team. So I think it's they have a lot of resources. Good, already pretty decent platform, with existing users, existing followers on channels, social media channels. I think good media company also. Take. Very good. Oh, I wanted to cast along. By the way, yeah. Hang on, what happened there? Maybe I had this before, yeah. Somebody asked about the mechanics. I think it's like leeches. Yeah, I'm sure the pre-moves are like on leeches. I think you can do one at a time. I saw somebody already some video. Somebody trying to test the platform. I think you just make pre-moves like one at a time, like on leeches. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good. I'm sure if they would want to change something at the front end a little bit, they can change it at any moment very easily. So generally, you shouldn't worry too much about these little things. When I was a noob, back in the day, I didn't like chess.com because I didn't like that their website is green. I just didn't like the color. So I was like, guys, your website is stupid. It's green. Turned out you could change the default color. And then I started liking them more. And then turned out they were chess mafia. So no, okay. But serious note, I do think though it's important that the default color is nice, because many people are like noob me. Aryan, hello Aryan. Is it Aryan Tari? No, Aryan Tari is spelled different. Yeah, I know the system. But I forgot. Yeah, I think it's 6. It's going to be 6. It's been so long. Yeah, send the request. Yeah, Green's beard card. Okay, but they just branded their stuff as green. Maybe it was Rook G8. I don't know if it was G5, but I like G5. Maybe my opponent already mixed up. I don't know. Maybe my position looks amazing, so I think he mixed up maybe. To me, my position looks amazing. I've got the bishops, I've got the pawn center, but maybe maybe it's an illusion. So yeah, I do think default colors matter because many people, first of all, yeah, it just matters, you know, but not as much as I thought before, but it still matters. Yeah, maybe I'm not better. I don't know. Maybe I can't push them nicely, you know. I don't like. But okay, I'll not. It's 2100, so I'll not judge. Also, it is the good thing about this is that it's already Lichess ratings. So if you have a new platform, you often don't know how strong the players are. But since this is Lichess, you know that okay, it is a 2100. Bishop f4, maybe d4, yeah, and e5. That's maybe nice. Oh, I blundered. The bishop is here hanging. Okay. Yeah, no, I have a small, not a big, but a small. How do I nicely? I don't know how I do it nicely, so I'll just make a move. I don't like my king f7. Maybe I should have gone b5 directly. b5, yeah, I should have gone b5 directly, like here. Should have gone b5 here, I think. No, but then it's rook e1, rook e6. Yeah, I don't know. I feel here I had to have some good move. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. People aren't willing to open the settings page. Yeah, that's one thing. And then also when you, for example, make screenshots of your website or of the landing page, still, but of course, yeah, you have to have a certain branding color. You can't have, and okay, I mean, I also think, by the way, it's not about the color itself often, but about a shade of it, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, let's say green, yeah? I think green, by definition, is not a problem. There are pleasant greens. Like, I don't know, KPN, let's say, has some green in there. Like, there's also the ugly green. And I think, I don't know, of course, how branding exactly works, but I think if you, I'm by the way getting outplayed here, but I think if you could change the shade of your design, but keep the same color, is that allowed or that's already not allowed? I don't know. I'm not a branding person. But I think there are nice greens, you know? Like salad, you know? For example, imagine, yeah, whatever, you know? But we have here purple. Take us purple now. So it's purple is okay. I think purple was really the stuff a few years ago. It was like everybody was purple. It's like yay, purple. I guess that big trend is somewhat gone. Okay, it's blunder, somewhat gone, but it still is okay. This is, yeah, he's doing some salvaging. I respect the salvaging. No, I should protect my pawns. It's not easy, by the way. Knight c4 is coming. 5 bishop e5 is there. So yeah, it's a nice color, but I guess you can change all the colors again. But I like the defaults to be good, you know? Yeah, by the way, I'm soft a bit. It's a bit soft, everything. My position is a bit soft. I hope I'll get away with it. I'm not loving it. A3 is tempting. Yeah, it should be good, of course, but I have to not mess it up, let's say. It's bad. Never say not mess it up. Say something positive. I also heard that when you talk to AI, you should also use positive language. Sounds like nonsense to me, to be honest. Maybe g6 was better. Knight b5, rook b8, c7, king d6. Shaky, shaky. Yes. Okay, now I should be having much easier play than before. There's so little pieces. You have little pieces, it's harder to put them on bad squares. Less options. Less options means less options of making mistakes. Have you ever looked confident in a game while internally panicking? All the time. I think, in general, I think first of all, I believe in fake it till you make it. And secondly, I believe in, or I'm not sure I believe, but like there is something in, like if you, let's say if you are not a nice guy, but you act like you are all your life, maybe you are a nice guy. You know what I mean? I'm of that kind of school of philosophy. It probably has some name. I'm sure it's philosophy. There is a term for this in philosophy. I'm sure they've. I'm sure it's a thing. Just not like I'm making up some stuff. Yeah, I'm sure it exists. Um, so yeah, these are the questions. So if you act confident while you're not, maybe you are confident. Because essentially, if confidence manifests itself in certain decisions you take, if you take all those same decisions, who cares? It is, however, hard to continuously fake it, right? So that's why that theory is not bulletproof. If you're continuously trying to fake it, sooner or later the real self slips through. This is the downside. But some food for thought, guys. Some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Okay. What happened after the match with Alireza? Why was he injured? Honestly, I haven't seen it. I just heard, and I heard he also mentioned somewhere that he fell. I haven't seen. It didn't happen right after. I mean, they say it happened right after, but let's say it didn't happen in front of me. As we walked after the games, as we walked away, I wasn't paying attention, and he fell or something like this. I haven't seen it honestly. I heard like I was very concerned at first for him. I was like, what happened? I was worried for him. I don't know, like what happened because we were talking a bit after the not talking like well, not really talking, and just looking at some position after the game. Everything was okay, and I don't know. But I heard that it was not so nothing too like nothing broke. Let's say it didn't break anything. So yeah, I thought okay, hopefully it's not such a big deal, and hopefully he'll recover. But it's very unfortunate for him, of course. Super annoying. Somehow I didn't get compensation. It's super annoying for him. Hope he'll recover well. He's playing well though in the Norway chess. But I mean, these things are not related, yeah. Virtual. I think you know Persian. I don't know Persian. No, I don't know Persian. My father is from Nepal, so if anything, I would know Nepali. I have no Persian roots as far as I know. Do chess tournaments alone give players stable means of income? That's a very direct question. And depends very much on the level of tournaments you play. Top tournaments, yeah, people who play in top tournaments, top 20, top 10, top 20 of the world, can make living just playing tournaments, can make a decent living. But it goes down very, very quickly, very abruptly. Already the tournaments that are outside the main circuit have significantly less prize money, and I don't have enough compensation here. I'm gonna try to hustle. Maybe I have enough compensation, but this knight annoys me. It covers the square, but that's about it. What's your opinion on how they resolve the incident with Alireza and scoreboard? Yeah, no, it can't. There is never a. There is not a fair option. I mean, I considered complaining a little bit, but then I thought, first of all, I have been on the side in the identical situation where I benefited from a withdrawal, so that would be hypocritical. And I didn't say anything back then. I didn't even think anything back then. Honestly, I thought everything was normal. As in, like, I mean, I I didn't think how it impacts other players. Like I just thought from my own perspective. And I also thought like nobody is nobody is safe from these things. The fact that nothing happened to you, it's yeah. So the fact that nothing happened to you and it happened to someone else doesn't mean that it couldn't have happened to you. So kind of treat others how you'd want to be treated, kind of situation. Because you just never know, yeah. You can complain and all, and then before you know it, you are suddenly you are the bad guy. I don't know. It's complex here. Knight e2, rook e2 is just wrong. Bishop f3, rook e8 is okay for him. I can take on e2 twice and take on f3, take on d2. That could be smart. Rook b1, queen c2, queen d1 there. Okay, I was thinking about rook e2. Knight e2, bishop f3. No, knight e2, yes, it works for me, I think. Right, rook e2, hg was my problem. And then I have... Yeah, I have options, but it's... Okay, I can take bishop f3 and... Rook e1, knight d3. Queen b1, bishop d4. And it doesn't feel... This feels so wrong, but okay, I'll do it. I think I undersold. I had something good there, but I was a bit lazy to calculate it. Queen d4 maybe. Maybe this is good actually. This may be very good. It would be nice. Just a bit lazy. When it's hot, you get kind of lazy. I'm feeling like it's a bit warm here, so I'm getting kind of extra lazy. I'm a bit lazy mode right now. Nicely relaxing, chilling on take. Had a tough tournament at some point, probably. I don't remember anymore. Now I'm just chilling. I think I'm doing amazing actually. I've done probably a great job. Probably my bishop f3 is probably very strong. I missed queen d4. I thought bishop d4 and queen d4 is much better. I think it's toast. Are you following Norwich chess? Norwich chess, yeah, I spoke about Norwich chess. I think no, I follow. Yeah, it was very interesting. I'm a little confused though with all these shenanigans they have. But I mean, I like the classical game. I just don't even sometimes I don't even watch Armageddon. Like, I mean, I should actually look at it because people care. They play some openings. I'll look at Armageddon games. Fine, I'll look at it. But the thing is that I was thinking the other day. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, surely I'm wrong. But I think no sane person watches classical chess from start to finish live. I think, right? Who has the time, right? So if you already assume that nobody watches it full-time live because it's too long, it's ridiculous, and so on, nobody has the time. I mean, people have life. At least those are the people you want to sell your products. So if you're looking at advertising money and you're looking at money, you don't want to sell to people who don't have a life, right? Because those who don't have a life don't have money. I'm not sure, but you know what I mean, yeah? Actually, maybe the opposite. Maybe there's people who have nothing to do because they're so rich. Maybe this is just... Anyway, what I was going to say, it is not relevant. It's not about money. It's about... So if you are not aiming for... let's assume already we accept that our tournament is not going to be watched live from start to finish because that's normal. That's just what chess is. It's just nobody's... Like, I'm not watching it. I love it, but I'm not watching. I'm watching bits and pieces, right? I might tune in for the time scramble. I might tune in briefly. I'm not going to watch from start to finish. Now, if I'm already not going to watch from start to finish, then why do you need to package it like a product that people would watch from start to finish? So then why do you need the Armageddon? Why do you need all these things? Confessional booth, for example. Also, this confession, I don't know, I hope they've done it well this time finally, but when I was playing in all these confession booth tournaments, not just normal, but any confession booth, there was never specified how often you should go. There was never any clear indication. It was always left up to you. You always felt in this weird situation where on one hand you feel certain pressure to go, then you also feel awkward about doing it. You don't have any incentive to do it. You're afraid to jinx yourself there. It completely breaks you out of your normal routine in the tournament. At the same time, they can sometimes say, please go, like, as in, like, abstract, like, players to all of them, like, please go more often. Like, and what does it mean more often? What happens if I don't go? Will you then punish me? Of course not. But I mean, will you dislike me? Or if I go, then will I have, like, some extra, like, will you like me more? Or I don't know, like, weird, Weird. This is, by the way, fun. This is neither. This neither is fun. You know who lost his last 3 classical games in the Nidorf? Not this guy. Not this guy. This guy won a lot of his games in the Nidorf. Ooh! Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Blandaruski. As my... Yesterday, somebody... We were making a video, somebody said Blandaruski. What are the way to contact you? You can... yeah, if you want to contact me, you can find, contact. My contact. You can write in chat or you can find my contacts. Like, I'm not hiding. Yeah, someone says it would be best to have draws worth 1 point. The problem with there is a misalignment. The scoring system, I'll tell you. I'll give you a little secret on the scoring system. The reason it doesn't work very well, all the interesting scoring systems, is that there is a misalignment between rating and the points table. And the way to make, let's say, 3 points for a win work is if this would be aligning to the rating, or rather, if you would, for example, much easier would be if you just play unrated tournament and you only play for prize money, and prize money depends on your new point system. That would kind of work, you understand? But as long as there is rating, which is impacted in a traditional way, and it is actually, in many cases, arguably no less important for many people, at least, who who just want to keep the invitations coming, especially because invitations also, I mean, they're looking at the rating so religiously, like, it's like you are the same kind of person as the year before, but if you, God forbid, dropped 3 rating points and now you're number 12 and not number 9, I mean, I understand this is the reality though, because the guy who is number 9 now, he deserves to be ahead of you. That's fine, but it's fine. But then basically you have also massive incentives to protect your rating. At the same time, there is also this 3-point system for a win. And some people start to take risks a little differently. Like, basically, I think it's a little uncool when you have a system where you haven't clearly defined what the winning criteria are. So in a way, it would be only fair if everybody plays with the same goal. Like, imagine I play chess and I want to win as many bishops as possible. And you want to checkmate. Now, I will win your bishop, let's say, here. And you'll checkmate me. We'll both be happy, but like it wasn't an interesting game because we played for different goals. Now, likewise, I'll also take the knight just for fun. Likewise, if one guy is playing to win the tournament, the other guy playing to keep the invite, you know what I mean? Odd. So this is a misalignment a bit there. And 3-point per win system creates that misalignment as well a little bit. Not sure if that makes sense, but I think it does. But especially because there are examples of, like, I think there are people that are having different priorities, which makes for a slightly weird, games even sometimes. So one guy expects something else, one thing, the other something else, and they're like, it's not clear what you're fighting for. It's a chess tournament, but like, what are you trying to fight for? Shouldn't blunder queen g6 somewhere. These are the complications of modern chess. Accept the request from Sam Cornwell. Well, that's £2 well spent, my friend. Just play it safe. Some people ask me how is Endgame AI. I haven't played there in a while. I played my match with Hans there. I will play there more, I think, at some point. Especially if they have good tournaments. I'll play. It was a fine experience. I don't remember anything particular. I think PlayZone, I remember we tested it before. I remember it was very fine. I think these days, yeah, good play zones out there. But it's not about just the user interface, right? It's about the whole package. It's about liquidity of the pool. It's about tournaments, opportunities. Anti-cheating system is a thing, of course, which is a challenge for a new platform. I have honestly no idea how Endgame AI is doing on that front. I hope well. I don't know. I just don't know, honestly. I guess takes anti-cheating is done by leeches for the most part. Though I know there is a thing called server-side anti-cheating. There's also a thing called like player-side or user-side anti-cheating. So like you have to do your users. I'm sure Take is experienced. They're doing the. Oh, we have a small problem here, I think. How can I get out of the game though? Oh, we have a problem. How do I get out of this game? Maybe it's, by the way, maybe it's something we could report as a bug for the first time in Take. I guess if you are in a challenge and the guy didn't make a move, maybe you can't get out of it, huh? There should be an abort button, but I don't see how to. Maybe it's a little bug. Could be typical. Could be here abort. No, it's abort. It's abort. Sorry. No. Sorry guys. Sorry. No bugs yet. I wouldn't be surprised to find a bug in the new platform, but so far we didn't find one. Good one. Big sigh of relief there behind me. Somebody almost lost his job, but now it's taken back, so it's all good. No worries, guys. It happens. As since I also am working on not me personally, but my developer, my partner Thomas, who is working on Chess Monitor, also working on a new platform. Bugs is unfortunately a common occurrence at the beginning. You develop something, then you discover certain situations you didn't think about. You have to fix that. No problem. Normal. That's why you have to test stuff. You have to have users. You have called it beta and so on. Why the abort button below the name? Yeah, I guess what is this? This is what? Resign and draw? Yeah, I guess they thought where else to put it. But sure, it wasn't intuitive, but it was there. So it was there, so I wouldn't complain. Bugs are features if you're optimistic enough. No, really not. Sometimes the bugs are bugs. But no, bugs is not a problem if they're being fixed, of course. You know what I mean? But if you just keep your bugs and you keep getting more bugs and you don't address them, then it's a problem. And that's something we see in certain with certain chess products that I strongly dislike. So when people just ignore the bugs, okay, or maybe they have been building in a way where they are unable to fix those bugs, okay, then they messed up. But if you have a bug because you are new and you didn't notice it yet, you just discovered it, you're gonna fix it, then it's no problem. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. To be a bit careful because I'm not familiar with this particular position. Queen c7 feels off though. I think you're supposed to. It's a very old theory though. I don't remember you're supposed to be honest. I would have to. How it's called? Go deep. go deep in the tank to remember the theory. But I would be surprised if it's queen c7. It feels off. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Let me try to go for the pawn. Oh, we're getting viewers. 400 people on YouTube. Shocking. Still, but it's good to see that Tech channel is still alive. Because my channel, I think, is so dead. I'm gonna start streaming, but I think if I start streaming right now, I'm gonna have 100 people. I think YouTube has completely forgotten about my channel. But Tech, of course, more active. Plus, we are streaming at a good time. And I'm looking particularly good today, so all the simps are there. You see, there's already someone says, if I were there, I would definitely get your autograph. The simps are real. I'm not sure about Queen G4, but let's see how he reacts. Or she or they. No, I'm not gonna crash Norway chess anymore, no. No, I was lazy yesterday, but I thought if I get enough likes on Twitter, on X, I'll go walk towards Norway chess, but I was nicely having dinner and I was a bit tired. I was just having a good time. I was gonna do some work yesterday, but I ended up... It should work now. I ended up... Oh, I was thinking about it, but wow, sharp. But okay, it's not gonna save you, but it's still impressive how quickly it was played. It's not gonna save you though, my friend. I have options. I have Queen f3, Queen f4. Maybe something else. So I was having a good time yesterday, was what I was talking about. Having a good time yesterday. King1. F3 kisses king f7, yeah, maybe. The problem with Queen f4 is that there's no problem. So yeah, I was having a good time yesterday. I just didn't feel like. And then I ended up watching YouTube videos instead of working. But it was good. It was for my work. The YouTube videos were very, very good YouTube, high quality YouTube videos. Whew. Very good content. I discovered yesterday. Sometimes there is some very high, like I must say the YouTube, like, okay, I am against all social media apps as a user, but I have to say YouTube, time and again, delivers, you know? Time and again, YouTube delivers. Sometimes there just is high quality content that is just good. Like, it's just old school good stuff, you know what I mean? Like, just can't complain. Like, just good. Like, imagine you're like old, like into like books and shit, right? And suddenly you're like, there's this video, and you're like, yeah, nice. And it's not like dopamine kind of situation or you know, clickbait kind of situation. It's just like old school, keeping it real kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Such videos, you know, they are still out there somewhere sometimes. There's people just keep me real. You know what I mean? And got a YouTube sponsorship? No, but just it surprised me. It surprised me as well. Like I didn't expect to see anything good on YouTube anymore because there is also lots of real trash, right? You look scrolling through some YouTube, some stupid like recommendations. It's out there. That's also there. But sometimes they're just very good videos, like just legitimately good. Like library level stuff, you know what I mean? Just proper content. just educational. Like you feel like your brain is just gaining, you know, gaining in volume. The brain growth is happening as you go. Um, just the brain growth, and that content still exists. It doesn't come out, especially about chess, because I monitor all chess content. Uh, I mean, unwillingly almost. I regularly look at, and I think I am deeply in the chess algorithm on YouTube. So I not only chess, but deeply in the chess. So I get to see all the chess, and I have friends who see like so. I don't miss any chess stuff. Um, so I see all chess YouTube. I believe it's funky H4. I see all chess YouTube, and most of the days, many of the days, there isn't something good. But sometimes there is something good. And I'm there for it, you know? Turned off shorts on YouTube. Yeah, no, I mean the shorts. Yeah, I don't like also how they sometimes like they again start showing you shorts. Like you don't want to, and they show you. I must say sometimes there I get clickbaited into a short. I do. I do get clickbaited into a short occasionally. I would confess that. But I'm not. Don't worry. I don't have the time for too many shorts. Don't worry. More long pants kind of guy. C4 knife recovery from a Greenfield OTR. Ah, yeah, no, I did it for the Benko. No, but guys, this whole LTR stuff from back in the chessable days, I mean, I really did a great job, of course. I mean, I did, and these courses are real good. Um, I'm just not gonna lie, they are just really good courses. So I'm not gonna suddenly go back and saying they were bad. They were very good, but there's so much more to be done, and can be done so much better, you know. And I will do that. Of course, you need your knight of 3. Of course, you need your c4. No, I understand. I understand. I understand. We're limited by the. We're limited, you know, by the constraints. We're inside the box. We lived inside a little box. We lived a great life inside a little box, you know. But now we are free. We are out there in the world, and it's scary out there. You know, it is scary out there. But now we can leave. And it's scary. But it is also exciting. It is also exciting. Now, how am I going to displace this bishop, though? Will the future Nether courses have white alternatives to Nether? What do you mean? No, but guys, the future is almost here, guys. The future is almost here, and the future is exciting. I don't know, but I somehow okay. Let me think seriously about this position. I need to bring this rook in, I guess. I just don't understand where to put my king. It is tempting to put it somewhere on a2, but it's also maybe on the king side. It's I don't know. It's nowhere fully safe. Also, what am I gonna do with my? My only plan is to bring this rook somewhere here. Let's make a move for now. Keep the options open. Griffith check question. No, my friend, don't worry. I got you. I got you. I got you covered. I got you covered. We're gonna make some good content on Chess Monitor. Good content. Some high quality opening stuff. I got you. Don't have to worry about it. We got you covered. We'll take a bit of time probably, because there's no rush. Also, by the way, I heard something wise yesterday about scarcity. 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 And inflation. That's something that they were also doing wrong. Selling is good. Making money is good if you're a business, right? But think about inflation and scarcity. Think about the long term. Think about quality. Quality. Think about value. Value. Think about all these things. Don't just think about sales, the numbers, the graphs, the charts. Just think about them, but zoom out, So I was thinking about these things yesterday. In fact, I already knew all this. I already felt all this, but it was told to me in a whole new way again, which only further reconfirmed that I'm on the right track. Because I felt these things, but I have, just worded them differently. Finally, he broke through himself. I have contained him on the queen side very nicely. He lost patience and broke through for me on the king side. I could safely use a pronoun him here with Sudeep. Sudeep just started taking rooks out of desperation. So, because of the scarcity and the value and the quality, I am not going to flood you with content just yet. Or in general, I don't think flooding is the... I was thinking something to flood. I could flood, of course, easily. If somebody can flood, it's me. But then I thought yesterday, actually, yeah. Flooding is maybe not the way. Maybe I mean there are multiple. There are many ways actually. There's not only one way. There's multiple ways. You can flood with content, but you can also go for the other approach. More, for the scarcity approach. Somebody says I'm talking like Donald Trump. Yeah, except I'm doing banter blitz and not like, being the leader of the free world or whatever they call this job. And it's a banter blitz. And the position was a little bit, now it's Spanish. That time it was a little bit locked position. It was not clear what to talk about. So I think I did talk a little bit like Donald Trump, except in my situation, it was sort of warranted. But they're incredible people here, They're really good people. They're incredible. They're doing a really good job. They're really, really, really good people. At Take, they're incredible. The people here, they're incredible people. They're the best people. They know how to, I mean, I know I have the best people, Okay, so it's so common amongst amateurs, so common to do the spin. And very often this bishop gets out of play afterwards. It is extremely common. I've given so many chess exhibitions and simultaneouses and everything in the Spanish structures or Italian structures. This is so incredibly common. And this is not terrible at all, but it's just not the best. But it is crazy common. Okay, I can pin it again nicely. There are a lot of pins now. I'm feeling very good about this position. I think white is messing it up a bit. Black is messing it up, sorry. Okay, so now I have lots of tactics. Yeah, no, my friend, this is not how we do it. Blunder the queen. Almond. Almond milk. What's next classical tournament for St. Louis? Yeah, next classical St. Louis. I have lots of Rapid Blitz events coming up. The World Rapid Blitz Team Championship and Grand Chess Tour Rapid and Blitz. But then St. Louis, yeah, classical. Yeah, not that many. It's interesting. I was thinking like you could try to I mean, it's hard. The thing is that these Rapid and Blitz, many Rapid and Blitz events these days are also very, very kind of attractive for players. It could be possible, I think, to go back to the old days and try to just really focus on the classical tournaments and make a great calendar there. But I guess we are too deep. We are in too deep with the other approach that it's too late to go back. But I think there's some fundamental utility in classical chess that I have overlooked before. I think it's fundamental to our sport. I hope it's not too late. Hope it's not too late. Because of course the trend is somewhat against the classical chess. Somewhat. But it's still there, still at the top. Still at the top of the pyramid. But I don't know. In the alternate, timeline, in the multiverse, where there is a classical chess circuit, the classical chess elite circuit, which by far outshines the Rapid and Blitz events, and is not experiencing any pressure from within. I think there could be something. There could be something to be said for it. It's called the Scheveningen. This is like the old ugly cousin of the Najdorf. There's something to be said for the classical chess. And how fundamental, I mean, it's not just the time control. It is not just about how much time a player needs to play a good game and blah blah blah, and it is much more fundamental, which I didn't think of before, the fact that the entire procedure is taking hours, and you would think, why would it have to take hours? But that's like, I was thinking more rationally about it before, like, why do you need this time and what are you spending this time on? But actually, it's more fundamental, you know, spending this long block of time thinking, undistracted, undisturbed, not being able to do anything else, just sitting there for 5 hours straight with no access to devices or anything else. Just 5 hours a day straight, concentrated, just pure human thought. This is fundamental, you know, and it's so valuable. And that's what we had and what we have. And if we lose that, then what do we have left? We will always have the game left. But it's just a game. Maybe it's just, I mean, maybe it's not just a game, but maybe it's just a game. There are many games. Maybe it's not even the best game. I don't know. Luckily, my point is 1800. 1800, so I should be okay. But I haven't been convincing in this game so far at all. Yeah, so I was thinking about, you know, classical chess in a more abstract way, not trying to zoom in on on the moves and the games and the theory, and like just zoomed out a bit. I think if you think about it in a more zoomed out way, um, in a more fundamental way, then it might change your perspective. Oh my god, I blundered. Oh boy. Bishop e4, queen e4, bishop a3, king b1, knight c3. I'm lost. If he sees that, okay, I'll go bishop e4, f3, play full piece down. Oh wow. Yeah, I can't take the risk of. It's 3 plus 2 also. It's also with increment. Oh wow, it's gonna be really tricky. Really, really tricky. It's a dead loss now. If yuck. $1,800, yeah. Did play well. I mean, even here, I don't think I'm. I mean, I played not very well also, but I don't think I'm better. Okay, I think I blundered back. Which is to be expected, of course. But still, I started doubting already. I thought maybe, okay, maybe he's playing a very good game, just will not blunder anymore. Hang on, I also bishop d7. Was a bit too, you know, got a little too kind of warm in here, so I just got a little bit too cash. Too cash. How do I finish it off? Queen h8. Bishop d6, that's just not enough. Bishop e6. Bishop g4. I have rook d7 check as well. Okay, no, let's just make this. Relax, it's just made. Bishop e6, king c7, rook d7, king b6, queen g1. Yeah, that's just made. Bishop anywhere is just made, yeah. Bishop anywhere. Bishop f5 is also made. Yeah, everything is made. Good game by my opponents. I mean, got very close. Blundered, blundered the tactic there. I'll check the game review after this, see what coach thought about it. My AI coach. You can also argue if you play rapid games consecutively without getting up from the board, and maybe essentially you are also you spend, let's say, 5 hours in a row playing rapid games without getting up. Maybe it's kind of similar as playing one classical game, maybe, but not quite. It's just that also that the longest thought of the game can be 40 minutes, and in rapid it cannot. I think that, yeah, maybe there is something. I think you cannot. I think you should not. I think it would be a massive blunder to give up classical chess. Let's see. The move focuses on attacking the bishop, but unfortunately leaves knight on e4 completely unprotected. It doesn't leave it unprotected. It's protected. Yeah, that's what I was fearing. They still lack a little bit the depth level. It sees the engine sees bishop e4 queen moves, so the engine thinks, of course, that it was not protected, but it is protected in theory. It's just that queen e4 loses to bishop a3 can be won knight c3. Okay, wait. Now he says something correct. Snaps knight and further most of the defender, further losing the position around the king. Trades at the stage for powerful pull-up with tourist dark square bishop because of dominate the board. It's not about the check, it's about knight c3 tactic after that. Still, yeah. No, it's difficult. AI coach is a long project, guys. It is a difficult project. I know that. I know that it is very difficult. Great chance for Chris Rock. Okay, Chris. It's his name actually, Chris. To maintain control, slips away here. Allows the stinging bishop d7 check. Yeah, bishop d7 is even stronger, but basically also just hangs there. Okay, because he can probably sack the queen, yeah? No, okay, but I was already happy I could take it. Bishop d7 is nice, very, very cool. Queen d7, check, and wow, very cool, amazing, very impressive. Okay, good game, what can I say? This app explains your moves. Yeah, no, they're trying to have the AI coach. But again, it's like, as a top player, I am not yet impressed with the current technology. Like, yet. Like, I think it's very, very promising, but obviously very promising. But right now, it is still, it still doesn't explain things in a way in which a grandmaster would explain them, let's say. I mean, for obvious reasons. He blundered oh la la. Huh? Can't do this, hun. Blundered the rook. And it continues like everything is fine. I'm accepting, yeah, accepting challenges, but I'm taking them from the. No, I think it's a bit unfair to only take the old challenges also. So I will take some from the middle. Yeah, wonderful project for sure, for sure. But it's, of course, and it is anyway cool. I mean, you want to see how it is, right? Like, you might want to use it also, even though it's not yet. Like, it doesn't have to be also perfect, right? For you to use it. I mean, from like a chess point of view, like, from a perfectionist point of view, and I have very high standards for AI, for AI's chess abilities. Very high expectations. But for now, it seems that it's um, still doesn't explain it in the same way as obviously a top human coach would. Understandable, and to be expected. It would be shocking if it is just okay. It's just that you could also imagine that there will be few games where you can't just immediately spot the inconsistencies, but at this point you sort of can pretty quickly, which is natural, but cool project to work on for sure. AI coach. Why am I not playing Norway chess? Well, I think I was not invited to the tournament. It's only 6 players, and there are many, many good players like myself. And I was not invited to this tournament, but yeah, I mean that's kind of enough reason, right, to not play, I guess, for most people. But yeah, to be fair, I also have a very, very good schedule this year with little Grand Chess Tour and a lot of tournaments coming up now. The World Rapid Blitz team, Olympiad is there, Global Chess League hopefully there as well at some point. So many tournaments that World Rapid Blitz at the end of the year also I'm hoping to play. That yeah, given the schedule, I'm not sure I would have even wanted to play this time. So I don't watch it with a major FOMO, also because I don't feel like, yeah, I understand that. Why would they have to like invite me over so many people? I'm not even, I'm not Norwegian. So yeah, I don't know. If it was the Dutch tournament, like let's say, I would expect to be invited to the tournament of 6 players, but I didn't expect to. But I could have been, of course, invited also, I guess, at some point. Because especially because some players I heard they refused to play, like Hikaru and Fabi, they seems to have refused to play. But then they invited Wesley, who is an American player. But it would have been very difficult for me to play actually. So this Armageddon stuff, like it's would have been difficult, but fun, of course. There were definitely years when I wasn't invited to Norway Chess and would have played. I would have gladly played for sure. But there were also many years that I was invited to Norway. I played in Norway many, many times. Always pleasant tournament. Nice. I like here. Nice. Usually good weather. Nice, healthy food. Well organized everything. They have these scooters also. I really enjoy them. These scooters. They're actually quite. You should drive them with care. I think in many countries it's like almost like I don't know, forbidden or almost banned the scooters because okay, you have to. It can be a bit tricky if people not paying attention and bump into each other. But I like these scooters. If you drive them nicely, carefully, very very smooth ride, very easy. Though I wonder, like, I would be so tempted to always use these scooters. Like, it could be not so good for your fitness, no? Like, you could walk, or bike, but you have the scooter, which is electric, and it's just so low effort. I mean, already, even at some point, I had to go for 10-minute walk. I thought, like, I could take maybe scooter. Tempting. But then, if you stop walking 10-minute distances, you're gonna be not so fit anymore, yeah? But very nice, very nice. Enjoy the scooters very much. So I like Norway. Norway chess, good tournament. Hans versus Nepo match. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Look how nice my position is also. Look, this is kind of pawn on d3, blocking these 2 pieces. Guys, now it's tactic time. Boom. Yeah, GG. Okay, let's play Daniel. You know what Daniel is. So yeah, I like it. The Reti setup. Very, very compact defensive. I'll just take. Oh yeah, that's cool. This is trendy nowadays. To double pawns like this. For control of the e5. You can put all the pawns on the light squares. Look like this. You don't need to rush developing these setups because they're so closed. The position is so closed. Your king is very safe. It's a question. Should I do this? I think maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Kind of bluffed it. I'd love to trade these bishops, but I don't think I can. This bishop is the problem though for white. So this is his only issue. But the big, not the only issue actually, but it's one of his main issues. Oh, bishop on b2 is interesting. Doesn't look very good there, but maybe it just stands there for now. Undisturbed. I'm gonna go h4. Oh, by the way, I could go h4, bishop h6. I will do that actually at some point. Let's do it. h4. Very interesting position. Look how my pawns are. Yeah, not sure what I've done. Okay, let's actually try to play this well, if it's not too late. Yeah, h4 was a show-off. I'm not sure I needed that. Let's try to play consistent. I want to at some point go bishop b4 maybe. Try to be consistent about my play. Always get a good sleep before important. I really try. I think sleeping is very important. I really need good sleep also in general. I'm not very good at being, having, like, I don't know how to say, like, I'm not good when I don't sleep well. You know what I mean? I'm just not good at not sleeping. I don't know how to say. I know that I think some people I can see, if they slept badly, they look kind of okay. And I don't know, maybe they feel kind of okay. I don't know if such people exist, but I assume it must be a thing. Yeah, some people must, and also some people need less hours to sleep. I need a lot of hours to sleep to feel good. If I don't sleep well, I don't feel good. So I just need to. I mean, it's just very stupid to sleep badly for me. Like, I could maybe, if there is a reason for that particular reason, but in general, I don't wanna do harm to myself. I'm a selfish person. I wanna feel good. So I sleep well. Try to sleep well. Okay, so now we got away with. There was some tactic there, but he didn't. Daniel didn't use it. So I will then castle and remain with an extra pawn for nothing. Knight on h4 might lose it, no? Maybe better not. I shouldn't lose it, but okay, let's give a check first. I think I can safely put it on h4 now. Yeah, I can put it on h4 now. It's gonna have to check us there. Yeah, queen g3. Okay, now I will have to take. I don't know, maybe let's take. Let's keep it simple. What's your least favorite opening to play against? There isn't one in the vacuum. There are certain days, of course, certain opponents, situations. Usually, it depends if you have. Sometimes you have an interesting idea against certain opening, and you really want to play against that opening. And the other time, it's exactly the same opening, but you don't have an idea of what you're gonna play. And then it's a problem. Or sometimes you have a very bad idea that you want to play against certain opening. Then you don't want to face that opening. So there isn't. It's not like I don't think there's an opening that I always dislike because I can fix it. Like, if there's an opening I can always dislike, I can either avoid it. Like, let's say I hate playing. I don't know. Imagine you hate playing against the knight for some reason. Then I can stop playing 1e4. Right? Or I can prepare very hard for only the knight for 2 months straight. Then I'll probably be okay in the knight, right? So you can change these things. So especially if in my case I'm able to prepare very well, and then I don't have like big opening issues usually. Oh, 2300, have to watch out here. T+2 casual. I will try to maybe fix this device that blows. Yeah, it's difficult. Oh, it's by the way good brand. I know this blowing device. I'll try to fix its position. Yeah, this person is not there. Pity. Let me see. Ah, yeah. Oscillation. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. 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 Okay. Very nice. Okay, we go a little. We up our game a bit. Okay. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, so wow, take. Oh no, I have some hits. Some notification of somebody's phone I have. They're working on their app all the time, it seems. Okay, this doesn't work also. I think some people have challenged me and then probably left because they can't wait for so long. Makes sense. It happens all the time in Banter Blitz situations. Yeah. Okay. Okay, starting. E4. Yeah, it was a great idea to fix the air, whatever blowing machine. DC. Yeah, this is a very popular situation. Some people have won with this 95 bishop d1 bishop b5 trick. I have won with this trick at EWC. EWC qualifier and at EWC like in Riyadh at the last chance qualifier. Hilarious. There was some nice trick about this 97. How does it go? I think it goes bishop d3. Not sure. Bishop d3. Or maybe I'm confusing everything. I think I'm confusing something maybe. Yeah, by the way, after 95, do I still have the trick or not? Maybe not, huh? Yeah, I think I mixed everything up. Yeah, I definitely mixed everything up. What the hell is bishop d3? There was this bishop d3 move somewhere, but not here. It's a problem with knowing too much and not enough at the same time. Can I go queen a4? I might win a piece, no? Do you like beans with toast? I mean, this looks nice. Queen swings across, wins the bishop. I had a good lunch, guys. Let's not talk about food. I'm not interested anymore. I've had my fair share of food. Yeah, this game is effectively concluded. That's the interesting part, right? If you reach certain level in chess, certain advantages are just decisive. They are just decisive. Hello. Okay, queen back and forth is not helping. Do, 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 do. Yeah, game was decided with this knight h5. I think it's a blunder. This is such a typical. You have to always, when you play the system, always watch out for tricks with this bishop with black. Always be careful. I saw for the first time a trick like that when I was a kid. I played in an open tournament. The board next to me, the high-rated guy blundered this bishop. But then, I think he was so much higher rated than his opponent that he managed to, I think, draw the game anyway, maybe even win it. I don't remember. It was kind of cool. I was watching it from the side. It was very cool watching the game. He was so emotional about losing the bishop. He was shaking his head. It was all new for me, the whole chess thing. It was very cool. Okay. We have also no unlimited time, guys. In about 25 minutes, I have to. 20, 25 minutes, I have to get going as well. So keep that in mind, you know. It's not gonna last forever. Enjoy every minute of it. E5 pushes on the agenda. On the agenda. They have such nice camera here, don't they? Such good quality video. They took away my hair product, you know. I don't feel like using hair product today anyway. It looks okay, whatever, it's fine. I have my hair not too much, it's okay. But I took a hair product. It was a little bit large, but I thought, you know, it's nothing special. But turned out it was above the limit. And then, like, yeah, she was like, "I have to throw it, sir." I'm like, maybe, like, you like to check in the bag? Like, no, I gotta throw it. But it's threw the hair product into the rubbish bin. Painful. I bought a new one, but it's not the same. Did I have e4? There's bishop c4 check, yeah, at least. But it's not the same, you know? Anyway, I don't really feel like neither hair product nor e4. These positions are very complex. Like on one hand, you're happy with these pawns that are sort of advancing, but often it can backfire because you weakened a lot of squares behind them. So these are very interesting positions strategically. And often it is good for you, but you have to. It's very difficult sort of to handle these positions. So even if the position is good, it might be good until it's not. Like here, I'm pretty sure it's good for me, but yeah, not easy. Knight g5, I guess, or what else? Knight e1, well. Now it looks overwhelmingly good. Ideally, I'd have this knight somewhere else, but I can't have it all. This is really good enough. Everything protected is coming, is coming. Good game. Is Chess Monitor gonna broadcast events in the near future? Now, you know what? You know what? That was not the idea initially. But since our database contains games that just finished, essentially, it's become almost too easy to add the broadcasting feature to it. Plus, it's a nice feature. So you know what? I think it might. I think it might. It's not essential for preparation to broadcast the games, to be able to watch the live games. But why not? Actually, why not? Imagine you play a tournament and and you can watch the rounds that are ongoing in the same tournament, like almost while preparing. I mean, why not? It doesn't take that much space, hopefully, in the interface. If placed like in some kind of corner somewhere of your app. So I think, yeah, hopefully we'll broadcast games as well. But this is not these days. Broadcasting games is no longer a big deal now. Everybody broadcasts games. I mean, thanks to lichess, it's become too easy. Essentially, they're broadcasting the games and they're making it available for others to, to use those features, which is very nice. But it means that there isn't, yeah, it's not a big feature or anything, but it's a nice little extra. Also, you don't have to go out of the app to keep watching the games, Maybe nice. Take also broadcast games, by the way. They used to, the app used to be a broadcasting app, but I think now they also broadcast it again. But now it's they do it differently, which is kind of interesting. They they sort of go with like the player first kind of approach, where you can follow a player like you do on Instagram, and then when they play, it's like they're live, like on Instagram Live. So like if you follow, let's say, I don't know, Caruana is playing, then you can click on this circle and you see his game, which is very different. Blunders and Mate in one, which is very different to how you usually watch games. You go to tournament, choose a tournament, and then watch the games. So it's kind of interesting and it's completely different. So it's also cool. And again, like, yeah, broadcasting games is watching games is nice, but these days there are many places where you can do that. But kind of cool to try to do a chess social media kind of app. Curious if many people use it. Like, I mean, you should probably have a circle of friends that plays chess, which is also nice because you can, like, maybe if you like the app, the Take app, let's say the new one. Suddenly plays c5. Don't know why. Yeah, let's play this Blumenfeld Gambit. So, like, imagine you like this app, and you could even like have your friends like join chess, so that they join the app. You know what I mean? Or like they see you with the app and they're like, "What is the app?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's a chess." And they're like, "Oh, really?" Like, so then you can say, "Yeah, you can get the app." And then, because actually, if you have a group of friends that plays chess, in theory, I don't know how it works in practice, but in theory, not sure what theory here is, by the way. Speaking of this theory, I did some course on something similar. Yeah, I already forgot the details. But it's all fine for black. Whatever you do, it's all good. Always have compensation, just always. I mean, whatever you do, you have compensation. Unless you don't suddenly. Unless you suddenly don't have compensation, then it's a bummer. But usually you do. Yeah, I was not sure. I have to now survive certain knight g5 things. If I survive them and get to develop, I'll be doing fine. So yeah, it could be kind of fun if you have a group of friends that plays chess, kind of, and then is like into each other's chess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for top players, it's not quite how it works, but I can imagine for some somewhat casual players, it could be kind of interesting, or very interesting actually. I don't know. I could be. I'm not sure. But you need to have the group of. Like, imagine if my kids, they're like with friends playing casually. Yeah, I think it's ideal for people who have chess as a hobby, and they have friends who also have chess as a hobby, and they want to connect with their friends and bond over that hobby. And then Chick app is perfect for this. I don't know how big this already is, let's say, this world of, um, yeah, I guess going from knight g5. It's just so wrong and maximalistic. Yeah, it's too wrong. I cannot do this. I don't know how big this world is already and how big this world's gonna get. The world of people that have friends that, because that would be a cool world, of course. You've got like all these friends, all these people that have friends that play chess and they follow each other and play more chess and better. That's cool. But I don't know. Maybe we have already many such people. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I have to look in here, but I don't feel like. Okay. It's a tough situation. Castle 95, I was trying to make it work, I couldn't. So 96. H6 I didn't like. This feels wrong. It was too slow. But it's always cool when you have a, it's kind of cool when you're building a chess product that is kind of tries to grow the game of chess. That's what, I mean, I'm not doing that, but Take is doing that. So it's nice. It's like trying to, in a way, you're trying to go for like the large market of casual chess lovers. And as you're like going for that market, you're trying to enlarge that market by like spreading chess as well. That's what Chess Mafia also tried to do, which was not the problem with what they're doing in general. This is the good thing, actually. That was not the problem. But it makes sense. Like it kind of makes sense, right? Because by growing chess, you're growing your user base, essentially, right? So that's potential user base. And then it's kind of cool. Somebody asked me some tennis question. Guys, I'm not deep into tennis, really not. Fortunately, I'm not deep into sports. I mean, I'm aware. I would say I'm aware of like the mainstream news, let's say. So when sports makes mainstream news, which it does a lot, I am getting up to speed on that. But I'm not a niche sports follower that I'm like religiously following anything. Not the type. I'm not waiting for any event to start. Like if it starts and I read about it later or I get to see it live, I'm going to enjoy it. But I'm not waiting for anything. You know. But sports very cool. I appreciate sports. It's different from chess though. It's very different from chess. There's some similarities, but you can't say that, chess is just another sport and that's it. There are many differences. But there are some similarities, which is also cool. So as a chess player, you can learn a lot from other sports players because you have because you can learn on the overlaps, yeah, on the overlap areas. Wow. Let's do some funky Funktown. These days they do such stuff. Funk Town. I'm not sure. I think I've done something, but I think Prague did it actually, or not. I've done some. I think all iterations of this idea, uh, all iterations work essentially. White can do whatever they want to do. Knight c3, knight d3, knight c4, knight c3, knight f3, knight c3, knight. Anything you want, you can do if you really want to. But that's the thing. Who told you you can't do anything? You can just do whatever you want. You can just live, be free. Just do what you want, as long as you want it. Yeah, I should have taken the bishop while it was on h5. But it's okay, I don't care about the bishop. I'll just try to... This pawn limits this knight. Try to, you know... Favorite books for chess improvement? Wow. Wow, that's a, you know... It's a very niche question. Cool, it's such an old school question. Back in the day, I was getting it all the time. Chess improvement books, wow. There is a video I saw recently. I haven't finished it yet. It's on my watch list, but I've seen also so many other interesting videos. I started it. I forgot to finish it. So there's a video by Chess Base India. So on Jacob Agar talking about books. I started that video. It's a very nice video. Forgot to finish it. There is also other videos on Chess Base India channel about books. I think Saravanan, Sir Saravanan is doing some... He recorded some very nice videos for Chess Base India where he talks about books. Very, very nice. Such enjoyable, like some of my favorite videos are featuring Saravanan. Great chess lover and player and coach, and so these people are more qualified. I liked Kasparov's books, but I think it was a little bit back in the day. People thought that chess was like maybe they didn't realize the full depth of it in a way, or that they tried to analyze games very, very, very deeply, and they thought that the tools that are already available, like the engines, will allow them to analyze the game conclusively and just draw a conclusion and put a dot to it. So Kasparov tried it in his books. He has analyzed these games to exhaustion and given massive analysis, which reminds me more of a work of science rather than chess annotation. But the problem is that it turned out that as the tools got better, there were even flaws in those analyses. So he was chasing an ideal that was not possible to chase back then. And so the annotations are very, very, very complex, and I'm not sure they really have to be read line by line. I don't think you have to. I think it was just an attempt to, you know, do a certain like almost scientific work, but it's not really an obligation for you as a reader to read all of that. And if you don't read all of that and you just read the you know, just go through the games, read through annotations, and skip the variations that are too complex for you, I think Kasparov books are amazing. I don't think I don't remember when I was last reading them, but I don't think I ever went through all the variations. I think they're just too much. I don't even remember. Maybe I tried, but I don't remember. But I think these books are really good. So if you don't see it as a must to read, because if you have to read, like if you would, then I would say that annotations are too complex. Actually, Jan Timman wrote very nice books as well. His annotation depth is very, very pleasant. It's very superficial and like in a good way. I mean, like, not superficial, like in a good way. Like it's nice checkmate here. The annotations are very very light and very pleasant and very easy to follow these books. So often there are same topics like Karpov-Kasparov matches. It's written by Kasparov. It's also written by Timman, and Timman's annotations are much easier to read. And also, there was somebody else. Ah, yeah, there was some books by Tibor Karoli. He did a bunch of books on. I read many of them. Actually, very nice. Karpov on Kasparov. It was very nice, actually. Very nice. But there are many books, many good books. Okay. Last game, I think. Let's see. Okay, not everybody there again because we are so slow. Sorry, wait. I have to take some 3+0. Yeah, no, not we are slow, so not everybody is still there, I guess. Okay, let's. Okay, let's do this one. Should be there. New request should be there, no? Oof. Okay, Lars. Lars should be there. Yeah, Lars is there. Lars is in the chat. Larsy. Lars is strong. Um, Lars plays Karokan. I'll play the fantasy against Lars. It's a funky. It's remarkable how this variation, how it's so good for white. Like you would think that move f3 is such a bad move, but actually because the pawn is on c6, somehow it's okay. It's remarkable to me. White's not worse. I mean, c6 is such a passive move too, yeah? Maybe white can get... I mean, I can see the logic there in a way that... Like to punish... In a way to punish... f3, c6 is really not the best... Like really the worst move you can make. But still. The white can fight for advantage this way. That's also still remarkable to me a little bit. I don't think about it too much. Yeah, it's the last game, guys. It's been an incredible stream. Like, love to you all. You know, it's been a lot of fun, but everything good comes to an end, and so does this sesh. This beautiful sesh. It's pretty hot sesh. It's not news. There's this room a little warm, but we got nice little cooling device here. Some water. We survived it. And yeah, it's been a brief visit. Didn't do that much. I think it was nice. Didn't really overwork. Also, I guess wasn't pressed to overwork, but have done hopefully some, you know, good. How it's called? How do they call this when people are like? When people are like at these, like this opening ceremony kind of parties, and they're like hanging around. How it's called? They're all like vibing together. Networking. I think networking. Yeah, they use the word networking. Good networking. I don't know. I can try to utilize this one. Nah, let's not rush it. Because you trade everything and... Okay, if you force me to, I guess I have to. I could go 93, but... I will second exchange to Lars if permitted. Just to make it a little more fun. To make it a little more fun. Am I right? I'll just take with the rook. Doesn't really matter how you take, because anyway he should give back the exchange, like rook g5 or something. But if he doesn't, rook e6, I'll go e5. And if he doesn't, I'll have nice initiative. Rook h5, don't think it's the best way to do it. This bishop is so monstrous, you really need a rook for it. These are, the patterns that you recognize. You should really sack it now. No, if you insist on this, you should be in trouble. I mean, it's just Black is in general in trouble. I just don't know if I can. Yeah, I can just finish it off. I think. No, I can't because of the check. Can't quite finish it off. Let's just play. Let's play slow. I have bishop h7, rook d1. There's queen c5 check, and it doesn't finish off by force. But yeah, it should sort of gradually. White's position should win itself gradually somehow. That's full dominance. The rook is kind of trapped as well. Yeah, rook g5. Yeah, good game, guys. It's been good fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Been, productive couple hours here. You guys enjoyed some chess. So, the platform in its full beauty. Game review, which is very interesting. Work progress, very, very exciting features. Yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and